Hello, Collective. This is a part two to the haunted story reading for July 2025 called The Town. I will do my best to try and link the first one to this one. If you don't see the link there, just go to Power Three and Me and watch the haunted story reading The Town. That'll be the first part. I did have a request from a friend to do a part two. So here we go. Actually, before I start, thou shalt love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. I right now can't remember if that's what came out in the one or not. Look at that, eh? Anyway, so I got a little bit coming in before we start, and that is what we're looking at for this part two is what happens to people when they try to escape. Has anybody ever escaped, gotten out of this town? So understand, first of all, that any efforts are always on the part of that um, well, for our characters, the divine feminine. Uh, Whichever partner is not um, there because of their skills or their dream or their, whatever it is that they do. Um, some of the decks are different. Actually, there's only one that's the same, and that's the Horror Tarot. We're going to be looking at We have the place oracle this time, the location, the place. Anyway, different places in the town where I feel like people have attempted to create an escape underground in different areas of the town. Because even though it's not literally out there, but everybody is surveilled. They're not supposed to be. It's not, but it's not a known thing, but yet it is in an unspoken way, if that makes any sense. So we're going to be looking at, has anybody ever gotten away? And if so, I feel like what I did get is that it's very difficult because most people are unsuccessful because they try to share it with the partner that they're there with, and that usually kiboshes it because they're too brainwashed, they're too settled there. Uh, Connecting with others that feel the same, yes, but it seems like everybody has their place, like everything in its place. Everything has a place and a place for everything or everybody in this instance. So let's just get started and see how this part two goes. Thou shalt love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Now I'm gonna have to look back at part one myself because I'm curious if that's the same card or not. But it's like being all in. That's what I'm getting. Like the the people that they pull in through their skills, through their dreams, through their uh whatever way it is that they make their livelihood to, make that dream come true, make it better. They are all in and they always this don't forget now, again, just a little refresher. It's the lady with the Bosch egg, the ancient wisdom. That ancient wisdom is not the lady with the Bosch egg. It works through her. Um, okay, the overall energy that we're gonna, or the overall energy is coming from the Le Vampire. So this is going to be more of the overall energy of the divine feminine in our characters in our story. Hope, anticipation, bright prospects, and wish. See, that's how this started out, but it's not that way at all. Not at all. It's very dark. And it's more lonely now because their person is not the same as they were before. Supporting energy is coming from the dark mirror. This is going to be more the other partner that is all in to this town and this energy. Supporting energy for our part 2 of the town. Queen of my world. See, before they arrived there, she was the queen of this world, but now it's this ancient wisdom that embodies this town and takes over people and controls them. Now, the queen of their world is in a very, very dark place, in a very secluded town that's very, very controlling, trying to hang on to the tiniest little bit of hope that they can get out, that they can escape. So let's use the horror tarot to get for the main spread for our part 2 and see what kind of see because at this point, right, that's what they're experiencing is horrors. They're seeing it, they're feeling it. That's why they're sitting in that hope energy. All right, here we go. Part 2. What's going on now for our characters? Um, the Queen of Swords. All up in her head now, all the time. Um, thinking about how to get them out of there. Thinking about how to keep her sanity and keep sane and save them both and keep hope. It's like that necklace is lighting up as she's holding it. Uh, I don't know where she got that. If it's something that she had given to her from her parents, perhaps. Moving away from them to this place against their better judgment. Now it's what gives her hope, gives her light in a dark place. Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is what's supposed to be the happiest of happy. And it's a big build up to nothing. There's only one on top. See the 10th one on top, the one that's drenched in blood. That's because it's um they're all in. They've been totally overtaken by that ancient wisdom. And the 10 of Cups, the happiness is nothing but a lonely trail of blood. I I don't even know what that means yet. Let's get one more. And the bottom of the deck, of course. Temperance. See, this is divine timing, but it's not divine. It's controlled ancient wisdom. So, like I said, it's like the energy guided them off the beaten path. Fate, you know, the universe, that ancient wisdom drawing people in that have otherwise no interest in even going that way. But it's that energy that's in control, like the universe, only this is an ancient conjured energy that's been around for so long, conjured so long ago that it's gained so much power. Bottom of the deck is, it's hard to read, 7 of Pentacles. See, that ancient wisdom is always, always waiting for the next victim. Always. It's like filling the cemetery in this town gives it more power somehow. So we're using the place oracle here to see now about them escaping. Um, this temperance card too is see how she's falling. See, it's that emotional control because that's why the Queen of Swords is here because she has to stay out of her emotions in order to hang on to any hope at all. She has to stay in her head and out of her emotions, or they stand no chance. And maybe it'll only be her that stands a chance of getting out of there. We're gonna see. Let's see what comes out of the place oracle and what places maybe she is connecting to, uh, talking to people, trying to probably find out information about other people that tried to escape. Queen of Swords, floral delights, gardening joy, blossoming colors, and plant care. The obvious places that she would be going to if she's the one that's left to make the house a home. Uh, I feel like this ancient energy, this vibe in the town has very high expectations of the appearance of the people. Like I said, remember I said it in the first one, there's a vibe about everybody. And for the first few minutes, the first day, it seems wonderful. And then after a while, anybody that's not being actually the one hooked from this ancient energy notices that something's off. People don't have this fake smile. Everybody like it was too um I can't think of the word here, like too fake. Like everybody had the same smile. It's weird, and like I say, people pick up on it, but not. It's always that partner that's connected emotionally. Ten of Cups, school, classroom, learning, knowledge, acquisition. Feel like a sense of like looking around, like noticing things that are off, like the schools. Maybe there's no kids. The schools maybe are seem to be empty, which is odd. Let's keep going. The Temperance card. Home. Comfort, familiarity, security, belonging, personal space. But this is, see, she's falling into, when she goes back there, she ends up falling into an emotional abyss. Empty schools, everything's seeming perfect, wondering, why are there no children? Why would there be no children? That's new to this. I don't know why there's no children. Why is there no children? But it's like everybody else that's there for the other reason, for their skills, that it's like, trying to make that change. The one that says, let's do this, let's go there, not the follower, the leader. They don't notice that. They don't, they're so driven by the ancient wisdom that is controlling them to keep them there, to keep the other souls there that are attached to them through emotions. Garden, school, home. She probably wanted to uh, find out about classes, or, like finding out about the schools because maybe she's just found out she's pregnant, or they're trying to have children, or they were. I don't know, it's weird. Um, okay. I feel like our character here, in working on the garden at their home, noticed something strange, followed up on it, and noticed a some sort of a dugout, something that led to a nearby the school that's nearby. Um, which has also thrown them into a emotional tailspin because things are already weird. Now this is weird, and it's been found on her own. It's given her ideas that yes, maybe people have tried to escape here before. Whether they were successful or not, we don't know yet. I don't know whether we will know. But does she tell the counterpart? Because if she tells him, it's not acting the same. It's not acting the same as he was. If he tells him and he doesn't like it, he wants to do something about it or alert other people that are like-minded, then it could shut down any chance of a future, you know, a future of using this as a way to get out. She can only explore so much of it, especially if she wants to keep it a secret for now. Okay, this is interesting. We are we're getting the advice, I guess, for our character or our story and what's going to happen from the gypsies. So let's see what comes out for hope, anticipation, bright prospects, and wish. There was anticipation. There was supposed to be bright prospects, but now the wish is just to get out. With the queen of my world. Oh, see, they're not even getting along anymore. One minute she's the queen of his world, and the next minute she feels like a stranger that she can't even share anything that's going on anymore. She can't share her opinion about the place. She can't, and I feel like she knows she can't tell him about what she's found because she might be coming to the conclusion that the only way for her to have hope is to know that she's going to have to escape alone. Garden under the Queen of Swords. Misfortune, the Tower. It's putting me in mind of, did you guys ever see the movie Sleeping with the Enemy? She had to fake her own death to get away. Are her characters done more homework that's coming out in this reading, part two, maybe because the spirit knows how it's set up and how long it's gonna go. Our character knows she's gotta fake her own death to get away. And she's gotta keep this passageway a secret. School under the Ten of Cups. And that ends up being her Ten of Cups because it's her way out under the school. Frivolity, like being frivolous. I, I feel like this is going to be the more she brings her plan together, builds knowledge of what's going on and what has to be done in order for her to get away. She can't save anybody but herself. She has to play a part of going along as to not alert him or anybody else around her that this is what she's planning. Home under temperance. Love, see, she's just gonna sit back and bide her time because she knows she's got one shot and one shot only. Just like Cupid. If you miss, you're beat. And considering that she's got to leave her love, she's got to leave the life that she had once, and now she's gonna basically lose her existence if she doesn't break away from it all. But this is so deep and so dark that she has to fake her own death to get away. And then get away in a secret manner on top of it. Bottom of the deck, yeah, see, cheerfulness. Acting like she's there, she's happy, no problem. So that nobody, see, the reason for that is so that they don't suspect anything else but what is set up for them to see, for them to witness. Look at this. Oh my God. Death, death. So it's like all planned possibly to happen, after seemingly a wonderful time out with other people in the community that are, that they're all sucked into that ancient wisdom. Our character here, the female character, she actually knows that she's a foe. If she crosses them or they know she wants out, well, where is it? I think that she also noticed that a lot of these people on these tombstones are very young, very young. I think that's why there's no kids there because kids don't have those aspirations for their future. Yeah, they're kids. They want to be kids. This town, this ancient wisdom, it weakens children, the young youth energy weakens it. So it's not like kids have never been there, but they always seem to mysteriously pass away. They don't make it past early teens and something happens. It's always just a mystery. That's why the schools are empty. Hmm. Well, we're not going to witness her get out, but we know she's going to. This is a perfect way to leave it in your imagination as to how she displays her death and misfortune around that death. So nobody questions that death. And she gets away through a place that nobody knows she found, nobody knows is there. In that beautiful garden full of roses. So I decided to use a divine door to close this out, to give her a divine door to get through, a divine portal to help our character escape. And then, of course, it is yours to finish off any way you would like. So, thank you so much for being here for this haunted story reading. Please give our character the divine door that they need to get through. There we go. It's destiny. One door closes, another opens for you. Let the plans of destiny unravel true. The exact divine door that our character needs in order to successfully fake her death and get out of this hideous, ancient wisdom controlled town. Nice. I'm very happy about that. And I hope you guys are too. And like I said, it's yours to carry on. However that transpires in your mind is how you will have it. So I just hope that you will hit the like button so that the video gets into other people's feeds because the videos here are not moving. They are not showing up in people's feeds. So anybody that is here viewing it, if you could do your part to make sure other people get it, that'd be so great. And again, I will do my part to link the first one. If I can't, then please just go watch the other one. And until I see you guys for another one, take care of yourself. Bye for now.